Hi, welcome to the Christian Family Center's virtual exercise classes. We're glad to have you with us today. A couple reminders before we get started. First and foremost, please check with your healthcare provider if you haven't already before beginning an exercise program. If you feel any dizziness, chest pain, or other discomfort while you're exercising, please stop immediately. By continuing, you're assuming all risks associated with this activity. Have a wonderful workout and a blessed day.
Hi, my name is Susan. I'm going to take you through a 45-minute yoga flow. So let's get comfortable and we'll get started. So you just want to sit on your mat and gently move side to side, kind of moving your hips back, sitting on your sits bones. We want to lift the chest here, lengthen the spine, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pull the shoulder blades down your back, relax the shoulders, relax the upper body, relax your hips and thighs, and just place your arms right up on top of the thighs here. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes for a couple breaths. We'll focus on breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose or the mouth if that's more comfortable for you. Relax your body, relax your mind. Maybe making the breaths a little bit deeper and a little bit longer. Slowly start to open your eyes. We're going to place our right hand on the mat, extend the left arm right by your ear. Inhale to lift and lengthen up through the rib cage, and then as you exhale, just gently lean over, making sure that your hips are still relaxed and your sits bones are on the mat. Let's take a few more breaths here, lengthening through the side. Slowly release that arm all the way down onto your mat. Inhale, extend the right arm up, right by the ear. Exhale, gently lean over. Relax the shoulders here, relax your hips and thighs. Slowly release that arm down. Now let's turn over to the right side. Place your opposite arm on top or on the side of the opposite leg and just gently gaze over to the side. Again, relaxing the hips and thighs, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, see if you can turn toward that shoulder just a little bit more. Maybe walk that hand back for a nice little spine twist here. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhale, relax into your stretch. Slowly bring it back to center. We'll go to the other side. Opposite arm across the opposite thigh. Inhale, lengthen, gazing to the side. Exhale, see if you can take that gaze over the shoulder. Maybe walk that hand behind a little bit, wherever it feels most comfortable for you. Slowly release it back to center. And now we're going to open up our legs here. Now if this is too uncomfortable, you can keep your legs crossed. But I'd like for you to try and bring the bottoms of your feet together and then open your legs here. Now you can bring the legs out farther if that's more comfortable for you, whatever feels best for you today. Place your hands on your ankles or maybe your feet here. Rest your elbows right up on top of the inner thighs. Maybe move around a little bit side to side. Make sure the sits bones are flat. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, shoulders down. Relax those hips and thighs and take a couple more breaths here. Now we're going to add a shoulder variation here. So let's extend the left arm out in front. And then you're going to take your right arm underneath. So eagle's pose arms here, you can either bring the backs of your hands together, or if you can, see if you can intertwine so the palms come together. We want to try and keep our elbows up chest level. Take a deep breath in. Then as you exhale, you're going to lower yourself down, bring those arms and cradle them right into your feet. Relax your hips and thighs, keep your chest lifted, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders. We're going to take a few breaths here. Slowly start to lift yourself back up. Release the arms. And then extend the right arm. We're going to go to the opposite side. Left arm reaches underneath, either backs of your hands or palms come together. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Really draw your abdominals in here. As you exhale, gently lean forward and cradle the arms in your feet. Remember to relax the shoulders here and lengthen the spine. Relax your hips, let them open up. And again, a few more breaths here. Slowly start to raise up. Release the arms and bring your hands on either side of your thighs here. Raise your legs up. Come onto all fours, making sure the knees are directly under the hips and wrists under the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine, crown of the head to the tailbone. And then as you exhale, start to scoop your belly in, round the back, tuck the tailbone in toward the mat. Inhaling again, you're going to arch the back and lift the chest. And then exhaling, round your back. So this is cat-cow variation. We're going to take this at our own pace, using one breath, one movement. Continue to exhale as you round. Inhale to straight, lengthen. Just a few more breaths here. Making the movements a little bit bigger with each breath if you can. Okay, let's come back to neutral spine. And we'll extend our right leg behind. I want you to just lengthen from the crown of the head to that back heel. Making sure that your hips are square, you're not leaning over to one side. Continue to lengthen that spine, press the heel back, a lot of energy through the back leg. Slowly extend that leg up to about hip level. Relax the foot, rotate your ankle around one direction and then the other direction. Lengthen that leg, take a deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale, round your back, tuck the knee toward the chest, and then inhale to lengthen again. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Let's do that a couple more times here. And lengthen. Take that leg down, pressing the heel back, and then just gently take your gaze to that extended foot, looking over the shoulder. We'll bring it back to center. Bring that knee in and extend the left leg behind. Flexing and pressing through that heel, lengthen from the crown of the head to the heel here. Relax the foot, rotate your ankle the other direction. And then we'll place that foot on the floor. Extending it back up, draw the knee to the chest, inhale here, exhale, tuck the knee in, inhale to lengthen, exhale, inhale, couple more, using control. And then now we place that leg, that foot on the mat. Inhale here, and then exhale, gaze over that shoulder to the extended foot. Okay, let's bring it back to center. Bring the knees together, sit back toward your heels. Bring the forehead down on the mat, relax the elbows down. And then sweep one arm down by your side at a time. Palms are up. Relax the top of the forehead. Relax the shoulders. Slowly start to lift your head. Bring those hands back underneath the shoulders here. Come up onto all fours. Now I'm going to turn to the front here so we can utilize the mat. With our knees underneath our hips, we're going to extend the left leg out to the side. We want to make sure that that foot is in line with the knee. And then we're going to extend that right arm out to the side. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, you're going to reach through. And we're going to bring the shoulder and ear down onto the mat. So this is gate pose, thread the needle variation. Relax through your hips and thighs. Relax the shoulders. Another option in this pose is to extend the left arm up toward the ceiling, or you can even take it to a binding pose, maybe taking the back of that hand to the lower back, sliding it down to reach for that right inner thigh, opening up the chest and shoulders. We'll take a few breaths here. Slowly release your hands and come back to center. We'll slide the knee in. Knees are directly underneath the hips. Lengthen the spine. And then go ahead and extend the right leg out to the side. Make sure it's in line with your left knee. Inhale to lengthen that left arm out to the side. And then as you exhale, reach through for thread the needle. Gate pose variation. We're going to bring that shoulder and ear down on the mat. Take your time coming down. And then work with the variation that is best for you. Either keeping your hand down, maybe extending that arm up, or find a binding pose by reaching toward that left inner thigh. Relax your hips and thighs. Relax the shoulders. Here we're opening up the chest and shoulders. Breath, and start to release it. All right, turning to the side of our mat again here. Place those hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Extend that right leg behind. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, tuck the knee in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Keep that leg extended. Lift up on your left toes and lift into three-legged dog. Stretch that leg up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring the knee to the chest. Place that foot on the floor. Lower the back knee down. Keep your chest lifted here. Relax that foot behind so we stretch through that back hip flexor. Just a few breaths here. Now we'll bring both hands on the inside of that foot and walk the foot out toward the edge of the mat if that's comfortable for you, just to open up the hips a little bit more for lizard's pose. You can stay up on your hands here, or if you wish, you can come down onto your elbows. Another option is to open up that leg if it's available to you. Bring your hands back flat. And then walk them on either side of that front foot. Walk your leg back in. curl the back toes up underneath, lift your hips, walk the back leg in. So the back foot is going to be on a bit of an angle here. Take a deep breath in and exhale, come to a flat back. In pyramid pose, you can stay in this flat back position, or we're going to try another variation. So you might need to play around with your foot placement. You might need to come in a little bit closer, whatever is going to work best for you. But you get a big stretch in the hamstring here. So maybe walk it in a little bit closer if you're feeling it already. What we're going to do is gently bring our hands up off the mat behind our back. Clasp your hands together and lengthen from the crown of your head all the way to the tailbone, and then from the shoulders to your fingertips here. Try and have your hips square. On the next breath, if it's available, you're going to bring your chest down toward your thighs. Gently coming down, see if you can extend the arms up to open up the shoulders. Slowly release your hands back down onto the lower back and bring them to the mat. Bend the knees, step all the way back into a plank pose. Make sure the elbows hug the body. Come down in chaturanga. Release your hips and lift into cobra. Lengthening the arms here if it's available. Lift the chest, pull the shoulders down. Sit all the way back into child's pose. And then come back up onto all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, extend that left leg behind. Flex, press out through that heel. Another deep breath in here. Exhale, tuck the knee in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and inhale using control. This time we're going to hold that leg extended, curl the right toes underneath, lift into three-legged dog. Press your hips up. Take a deep breath in, exhale, draw that knee in. And place the foot on the floor. Lower the back knee, uncurl the toes. Keep your chest lifted. We're stretching through this back hip flexor. Now let's walk the hands on the inside of that foot and walk your foot out to the corner of the mat, just as far as it's comfortable for you. So we're going to have our hands resting on the mat, or if you'd like, you can bring your elbows down. And the other option is to let that hip fall and knee fall over to the side. Let's bring our hands flat. Walk that foot back in. Curl the toes underneath. Lift up. Walk that foot in so the back foot is on a bit of an angle, maybe about 1.5 feet or so apart. Hips are square. We're lengthening the spine, crown of the head to the tailbone for a flat back. And then we lift. If you want to stay in this position, that's fine. You still get a big stretch in that hamstring. Otherwise, let's release our hands, clasp them behind our back, lengthen, crown of the head to the tailbone, and then lengthen from the shoulders to the fingertips. Continue to lengthen here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale if you would like. You're going to bring the chest down to your thighs and slowly extend the arms up. Open up the shoulders. Okay, let's slowly release our hands down. Bring the hands back onto the mat. Step both feet back. Elbows hug the body. Come down chaturanga. Release your hips. Lift into cobra. Lengthening the arms if it's available. Back into child's pose. Lengthen shoulders to fingertips. Let's come back up onto all fours. We're going to slide our right foot forward. Take a deep breath in, sweep the arms up. For crescent pose, we're lifting the chest, drawing the shoulders down. Bring your palms together, heart center, relax, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take it to a twist. So opposite elbow to the thigh. If you want a little more intensity here, you can curl the back toes up underneath and lengthen crown of the head to that back heel. Relax the shoulders. Let's take that bottom hand down to the floor, extend the top arm up, reach. Release that hand down. Now we're going to take that front leg and cross it right over the back leg. You're going to bring that bottom arm in right under the shoulder and rotate for side plank pose. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Notice I have one foot stacked in front of the other. You can stack both of your feet here to make it a little more challenging. You can also bring the bottom knee down for modified side plank. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Come down onto your hands and knees. I'm going to turn around this way so that you can see. And we're going to take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, curl the toes underneath, lift into downward facing dog. Stretch your hips up. Lengthen the back of the body. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come to plank pose. Make sure that your elbows hug the body. Come down in chaturanga. Release your hips. Lift into cobra. Sit back into child's pose. Come back up onto all fours, and then this time we're going to slide that right foot forward. Come up into crescent pose, lift the chest, relax the shoulders. Palms come together. Add a twist. If you want more intensity, you're going to curl the back toes up underneath and lengthen crown of the head to that back heel. Release that bottom hand down, top arm extends up toward the ceiling. Maybe taking that gaze up if it feels okay. Release that hand down. We're going to take that front leg, cross it over, and then rotating, extending that arm up toward the ceiling. Remember your variations for plank pose. Let's bring both hands down for plank pose. Take a deep breath in, chaturanga. Exhale, lower the hips, lift baby cobra or extended cobra. Sit back into child's pose. Let's come back up onto all fours. Curl the toes under, lift into downward facing dog. Press your hips up, really draw the abdominals in here, relax the upper body. Inhale, let's lift the chest a little bit. Take your right hand and wrap it around the left ankle. Keep that left leg straight, bend the right knee, and take your gaze up underneath that armpit, up toward the ceiling. Release it. Let's switch sides. Left hand to the right ankle. You're going to bend the left knee this time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you gaze up underneath that armpit. And release. Let's walk our hands in toward our feet. We're going to bend the knees here a little bit. Clasp your elbows. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, chest toward your thighs, forward fold. Just take a few moments here. Let your head, neck, and shoulders hang heavy. Now, place your hands on your shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine to flat back. Exhale, let's come back to forward fold. So you can do this variation with your hands clasped to the elbows in front, or maybe try and see if you can clasp behind. Try and find a little more length here. Hands come on the shins. Inhale, lengthen to flat back. And then exhale, release your hands to the mat. We're going to walk our feet out just about the distance of the mat here. So we're going to come into a yoga squat, gently releasing our hips down. Now, if this is as far as you can go, this is fine. You have a little support here with your hands. We just want to release the hips and open them up. If you can, maybe bring the palms together. Place your elbows on the inner thighs here. See if you can sink into the hips a little bit more. Keep the chest lifted. Try not to dump straight down into your hips, but engage your core, engage the inner thighs. Keep the chest lifted, relax the shoulders down. bring your hands down onto the mat and slowly start to lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Let's walk our feet in. Walk your hands out. Coming into our plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Really draw your abdominals in here. And let's chaturanga down. Come into cobra. Relax the shoulders. And then we're going to come onto all fours. Let's turn and face the front of the mat. Lifting our hips up. We're going to take our feet wide on the mat. So lengthen from the crown of your head to your tailbone here. Let's take our left hand right to the center. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, extend that arm, opposite arm up. So your gaze is either straight ahead, or see if you can extend that gaze up toward the arm. Release that hand down and switch sides. So just gently coming up. And release that hand back down. Walk your hands over to the side. Step that foot back into plank pose, chaturanga, cobra, child's pose, onto all fours, downward facing dog. Again, stretching your hips up, lengthening the back of the body. Relax the shoulders, push away from your hands. No pressure in the wrists here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walk your hands toward your feet. Walk your legs in just a little bit closer here. One at a time, pick your foot up and place the palm right underneath the foot. Same with the other side. And you can have your knees bent here, or for more of a hamstring stretch, lengthen the legs. Putting weight on our hands to stretch the wrists, relax the shoulders. Slowly start to lift your head, release your hands down, bend the knees, scoop the belly in, roll up one vertebrae at a time. And let's come down to seated position. Turn on your mat. Extend both legs out in front. Flexing and pressing out through the heel. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Take a deep breath in. We're going to do another hamstring stretch. As you exhale, you're leaning forward, reaching for the ankles or the toes, or just stretching your hands out on the mat. And slowly start to lift up. Scoot yourself right to the center of the mat. Take your hands back behind your thighs. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, roll down. Relax your lower back. Relax the shoulders. Let's take our right leg and cross it over the left thigh. Keeping the back flat, slowly start to lift your left leg up. Let that hip and thigh relax. Take your hands, reach around the back of that leg or around your shin. Now cross that leg over the other thigh. Let's reach our arms up about shoulder level here. And then you're just going to gently fall over to the side. So the leg that's crossed on top, you're going to go that direction. We want to try and make sure that the shoulders stay flat on the floor. You can turn your palms up if that feels more comfortable, and just let those hips relax out to the side. If this isn't comfortable, you can uncross your legs, stack the ankles, knees, and hips, and just have your legs over to the side, stacked. Let's uncross the legs, stack the ankles, knees, and hips, draw the knees up a little bit, and then take your gaze over the opposite shoulder. Let's bring the gaze back to center. Both feet come flat. Sweep the arms down. Left leg crosses over the right. Relax that hip and thigh. Make sure that the lower back stays nice and flat. Lift the legs up. Reach around the back of the leg or around your shin. And then we're going to release it here. If you want to just stack your legs on top of each other, you're going to uncross them and go to the side. Otherwise, cross the leg, reach the arms up, palms up or down, and then slowly come to your right. Let those hips and thighs relax, shoulders nice and flat. And then we'll uncross the leg. Slowly bring your gaze back to center. Take that back arm and sweep it up over the top of your head and around. Seated. And just cross your legs here. Relax your hips and thighs. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, sweep the arms up. Palms come together. Big exhale here, and just gently bow your head. Thank you and have a great day.